time. Um, let's see.
Well, the option says stop streaming, so I'm guessing we're live at this point.
Yeah, it's getting to restream, it looks like. And I see it. Yep, looks like we're live. Hey, NoobTube.
Hello.
Sweet. I guess a quick intro. We're still doing Monster Hunter Mondays, but now they're called Monstie Mondays, because our friend Osprey, he has already played through Monster Hunter Stories 2, but I was curious about it, and he wanted to share it with other people. So we are doing a live stream of Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Wrath?
Ruin.
Rings of Ruin, where I haven't experienced this at all, and I'm looking forward to it. So, hi everyone, whoever is here now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, Osprey.
Yeah, I've been wanting to share it with y'all for a while. I'm glad I finally got things set up so I could. So I went ahead and made my character, because character creation can be kind of boring to watch someone else do.
Yes.
So I figured...
Have we missed any cutscenes because of that? Or it does this first thing and then it'll hop into the game?
First thing, and then you'll get a cutscene. So once
Sweet.
I press OK... I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, Cheryl, it could be kind of seen as a cross between Monster Hunter and Pokemon.
Yeah, I think, like, that's something that we've talked about a lot while playing Rise, is that, like, that's the impression that a lot of people have, but you've been explaining to me that that's not really what the, like, game experience actually is. It plays pretty differently.
I mean, I am kind of biased because I started Pokemon with Red and Blue.
Yeah. Yeah, and from my perspective, someone who has enjoyed Pokemon, but haven't played the Monster Hunter Stories games, what you kind of, the thing that switched it for me was you explained to me that you're not, like, this is not just monsters fighting monsters. You are an active combatant as well, which is something I did not realize about the first game.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I absolutely love this song.
Oh, I can't hear it because... Oh, can you stream in Discord to me so I can hear the music live?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
I just checked. The stream can hear the music fine. I can't do it unless you share it to me.
I don't know how to do that.
In our stream, like the recording streaming channel, if you go down to the bottom, there's a share your screen option.
Oh.
There it is. I do like the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this whole land this is not part of what we know of as the, like, Monster Hunter world. This is some other village that we haven't really seen before, I think. Is that correct?
I haven't played most of the Monster Hunter games, so I can't fully say.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. From my perspective, these people don't dress like any of the other villages, so that's what I'm assuming is... Oh. Is that a Velociprey or a Velocidrome?
Velocidrome.
Okay.
Glowy things.
It is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I need to send out tweets now that we're live, or has that already happened?
I scheduled one to go out.
Oh, beautiful. And you were telling me that it's okay that I don't know the characters from the first game.
Yep.
I did look up a bit of the story from the first game.
Okay.
And I guess there's some monsters that might be totally unique to this series of games. In the first game, I kept seeing a monster called Makili Pietru.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's something that that's like an Elder Dragon that is only in the Stories game, as far as I know. Same with, what was the other one? Versa Pietru.
I haven't played all of the other games, so I'm still learning what monsters are.
Yeah.
Also today some hunters are messing with things.
Yeah. Now, is this the same Rathalos from the first game?
No.
No, okay. It has a scar, but it's not the same one.
Right.
Gotcha.
This is what dodge is for.
Yep.
I feel like they were underprepared for dealing with the Rathalos.
Yeah, they did not stock up on their shit.
That part's kind of weird to watch when I've played the main games, because as someone who's fought a Rathalos, like, what are you all doing?
Yeah. I guess it helps illustrate that, like, we are not just regular hunters, we're good, like, we're heroic even for people that hunt monsters, I guess is maybe the idea.
Yeah. All the Rathalos.
Imagine that as a hunt. Here's 20 of them. Good luck, asshole.
Oh, I think there's more than that.
Yeah. I dig it.
And I did set dialogue to auto, so I don't have to try to guess when to continue the text.
Oh, nice. For like scrolling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
At least for like the actual scenes.
Mahana Village?
Mm-hmm.
なぜ俺たちに無断で聖なる山へ入った？なぜ危険なレウスが生息しているのにどうして黙っていた？危険なレウス？聖なる山にいたのは
Okay. I like this, that like not everyone gets along with the Hunters Guild.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's definitely something that, like, the other games, everyone just kind of listens to Hunters Guild and does whatever they want. But now it's like, no, you idiots, like, we've got our own ecosystem going, you're just running around and fucking shit up.
Exactly.
You're mucking it up for everyone. I recognize, like, their markings on their clothing is like, it's supposed to be reminiscent of the Rathalos egg marking, but to me, the eyes just look so much like Pookie Mookie eyes.
Also, can I just say I appreciate how she's just like, yup.
ケイナの言う通りだ。子供たちも聞いている。冷静になれ。
Yeah, yeah. That and sorry, I got distracted because I like the voice acting. I mean, I can't understand Japanese, but
危険なレウスって言ってましたけど、どういうこと？
情報が入ったんだ。
yeah, she's an ass kicker.
破滅の翼を持つ危険なレウ
Is
スが
she
生息
the
していると。
chief?
破滅？
Raise wing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin.
そのレウスが羽ばたくとき、
Again,
滅びると言われている。
not that this part is unrelated to the first game, right?
Yep.
ガラ様、破滅の翼だなんて聞いたことがありません。
破滅の翼か。それはリオレウスにまつわる伝説だ。古の時代、この地に世界を破滅に追いやったレウスがいたという。
I like this dude's beard.
I know, right?
That's pretty impressive. The art style, I wouldn't mind if Monster Hunter leaned even more into this kind of cartoony, cartoony's not the right word, more exaggerated art style.
Also, Boom Headshot, are you talking about the one who interfered in the fight between the riders and hunters? Because I think she's just one of the more senior riders, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, she's like an elite rider.
Mm-hmm.
So we are. The Hunters Guild is going on an expedition, but we are acting as the village is acting like guides for them. Is that what's happening?
We're going on our own expedition, and Boom Headshot, I totally agree. Yes, why not both? Or unless I'm misreading that.
No, I think that's the.
I need to
Only
actually
just
learn
became a
Spanish.
real rider. You need to what?
Learn Spanish.
Oh no, that's the I guess this might be a thing. It depends on what region we're in, because in the Midwest there is a taco brand.
Well, also, big thing in the text right now.
This makes sense. He was your. Oh, I missed something. I was looking up something. What was it?
They were asking if my character was worried about Gardian Ratha.
Okay, which is our grandpa's Monstie, which is the. Again, our grandpa is not the protagonist of the first one, or. Right. Okay.
He is his own person.
But this Monstie, at some point, Red was fine, upstanding rider. Okay. So at some point, the Monstie didn't turn. I'm sure it didn't turn bad, but it turned hostile, is what we're saying, right?
No, the riders the hunters just accused him of being the wings
like a
of ruin.
calamity, right?
Yeah.
He's accused of being that because
they just knew somewhere on this island is that one, and that's the most powerful one on the island, therefore.
Okay, so they're just being jerks.
Yep.
And earlier, the confrontation with the hunters, he was just protecting the egg from a bunch of idiots.
They shot arrows at him.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's like he. So this is actually really funny to me because like you played Rise, but in every game it's kind of like this where, you are like you got to go kill this big monster that's threatening the village, but like they never show cutscenes of anything attacking the village. So it's the same thing where it's like, were they actually being a jerk, or are we just killing stuff because we're being overly conservative?
Yo. And I'm just gonna skip through tutorial stuff.
Oh yeah, the tutorial stuff. Yeah. I do like his little outfit. Ooh, great sword. Love it. Best weapon already.
See, once we actually get to the point where we can unlock weapons over at the smithy, I'm gonna actually switch which weapons I'm carrying, because I have some favorites.
Gotcha.
Because each weapon has slightly different mechanics in this game. No, Cheryl, I do not have a monster yet. I'm gonna be getting a Monstie here soon.
Yeah, that's like our first quest. Oh, hey, Royal Ludra!
What about Royal Ludra?
In the background,
Oh.
on the beach.
Are you watching with the delay?
I don't know how much of a delay. I thought it was on the beach for, like, it did a quick cutscene where it was showing him on the background. So right now, what I'm seeing on the screen is, then the first step is to go out and hunt for an egg that'll hatch one. How much of a delay is that?
I glanced at,
I see a Velocidrome right now. Ranmar?
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure our commentary wasn't getting
No, the camera did a quick cut and it was showing your character, and behind him was a Royal Ludroth just like chilling on the beach.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Royal Ludroth can be a Monstie.
Yeah, this dude, like, it's very cute that Velocidrome can be a partner and a pet, but also, like, there is no love in those eyes. He's just thinking about how he can slit you open like a fish. Let me do it, boss. Let me feast. It's also really neat that we can see these monsters, like, hold still and chill. Like, I never knew that Velocidrome had, like, fucking... How many fingers is that? Is that, like, 7 fingers?
I never actually counted.
It has, like... It had, like, 7 claws on each of its front paws, it looked like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't use Velocidrome a whole lot.
It's like an intermediary, like a beginner, like, monster. You'll move on to stronger things. Is that how it works, or? Yeah.
Also personal, like, you can make any monster pretty powerful. I just don't tend to really go for Velocidrome.
Gotcha. Oh, I forget what these guys are called.
Yeah, Cheryl, Velocidrome's face is definitely not one of Mercy, and no, Ven, I have not picked Charmander yet. Also, Bulbasaur is better. I'm sure people are going to be grumpy for that statement, but...
No, you're right. He's right. He speaks the truth. Okay, wait, we can count the claws real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah!
Okay.
That's fucking weird, but awesome. Just a weird...
And I am on the monster.
So ours is a prey, I'm assuming. And the one on the right is a drome, or are they both... does it tell us anymore?
If they're a Monstie, they're a drome.
Okay, gotcha. Only the dromes can be Monsties.
So we're about to get an intro to combat.
Hey Nate, how's it going? Apt enough, as usual, yeah. All is right in the world.
So, here's the rock, paper, scissors part of the game. power, speed, and technical, which you'll get an explanation of here in a second.
Yeah. Cheryl, yeah, well, Nate's watching the stream, he's not in the chat or voice channel with us. Nate, how was your trip? Hopefully you had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I went and enjoyed Danger Wheel, which is a downhill adult big wheel competition. So they've got like these metal frame BMX style big wheels, and in a neighborhood in Cincinnati, in Pendleton, they block off like 3 blocks where there's a good gradient hill, and they build some ramps, and then people race and you throw water balloons at them, and it was a good little festival. No, the weapons definitely feel nice and weighty.
Mm-hmm. So...
Also...
Hmm?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, the animation looks good. Like, this is kind of, like, a little upsetting that Pokemon still doesn't look this good.
So, double...
It's drooling.
Yeah, that means it's low on health.
Gotcha.
So, double attacks are one of the coolest things ever.
Sick. Oh, Nate, sounds like a good trip. Okay, so we got a little XP, not enough. Not a lot, but I mean, it's Aptonoth, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It-
And we get parts.
Yes.
Right, because you can still build weapons and armor and all that stuff.
Yep, and you get ranks and points for various things. And combining is a thing in this one.
Combining, what do you mean?
Like, making
like,
potions.
gotcha.
Surprise, surprise, there are monsters in the way. Whatever shall we do? So, an easy way to tell Velociprey from Velocidrome is how big the crest is.
The crest, yeah. I like that these two little fuckers are like, oh yeah, there's 2 alphas hanging out together, but fuck them. We can take them.
Yeah.
You stepped in the wrong territory, bitch. Bloods versus Crips. Actually, that would be kind of cool, because there's not just Velociprey. I assume there's like Eoprey and Ioprey and the different ones.
A couple of them, yeah.
And the monsters kind of exist in this like overworld environment. Do they ever interact the way they like? I'm not assuming they'll do like battles and stuff the way they do in Rise, but is there any sort of interactions in stories between different monsters?
Not really. It's more of a... There's a little bit of talk of it, but it doesn't get shown on screen, really.
Gotcha.
So yeah, real quick, technical is good against speed, speed is good against power, and power is good against technical. You can tell with the little arrows on the wheel.
I see. The classic Mario Tennis triangle.
Or, you know, rock, paper, scissors.
No, I'm pretty sure Mario Tennis invented it.
I mean, if you have to go with something, say the weapon triangle from Fire Emblem.
Yeah, fair enough. So what, like, go back into the menu real quick. When you're, oh. No worries. I was just trying to understand. You get to pick your attack or your monster. You were explaining to me that your monster. You're not directly controlling your Monstie.
Right.
You are. When it says fight, that is what your character is doing. What Osprey is doing.
Yep.
Okay.
My Monstie makes their own decisions. Later on, it'll let me choose skills for my Monstie. Sometimes, which can allow me to control the head-to-head. But just like Wild Eptonoth tend to prefer strength or power attacks.
Monsties will have a tendency.
Yep.
Gotcha. And you as a hunter, you can pick whichever of those three you want.
Exactly. And some skills have that category as well, so it still works for a head-to-head.
Aha, I see.
So like that charge attack I did was a technical attack, which is why I won the head-to-head against the speed attack.
Gotcha. Hi Guns Pony, how's it going? This is a new Monster Hunter. It's the newest Monster Hunter. This is Monster Hunter Stories 2. It came out a month ago?
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, NoobTube, you went to Six Flags this weekend. That's awesome. I don't know if I've ever actually been to a Six Flags. The goal is for some friends and I to go to Kings Island in 2 weeks. And, oh, Cheryl, that's spoilers. Spoilers.
Uh-oh. I feel like I should be worried.
No, Charlotte Dragon? No.
My character is sitting there with a bunch of Charlotte poisoning. I'm gonna be worried.
No, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Not sure when Omnislash is?
Oh, that's probably a reference to something from Final Fantasy or something else that I don't know.
Okay. And yeah.
Or maybe it's a finisher from Monster Hunter World that I don't remember.
Okay. Oh, I seem to remember hearing something about that in a weapon video. And also, yes, Monsties have field skills, which you have to take into account when putting together your team.
Gotcha. And you can, I saw in your menu system, it seemed like you could swap weapons in the middle of a fight.
Yes.
Can you swap Monsties in the middle of a fight?
Yep.
Neat.
Weapons and Monsties can only be swapped once a turn, so if you select a Monstie, it better be the one you want.
Getting some herb.
And mushroom and honey.
Yeah, Nate, what do you think? Like, I could be perfectly happy if the next Monster Hunter game, like the next main series Monster Hunter game, just took this art style. I think it's lovely.
I feel like it's a little off for the mainline games, but for the style of gameplay that is Monster Hunter Stories, I think it works wonderfully.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer the more rigid, or not rigid, the more detailed style for like the more serious game.
Ooh, Kuliyaku. Hey, the thumbnail came true. We're 1 for 1.
Yep. I mean, I've gone through this before, so I know what monsters are going to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed, NoobTube. People would feel guilty about killing them if they're all this adorable in the main games.
Oh my god, we're gonna rescue our Monstie from Kuluyaku? Like, is that the egg we're gonna get?
No comment.
Okay. Everyone in chat, before Osprey finishes his fight, put in what monster you think is gonna hatch from this egg. I see little feline paws, but that's not the egg itself. Nate, see, that's the problem, is I already want the monsters on my team, even when they look, oh god, this guy with his...
Yo.
Ugh. It doesn't look as bad in motion
Yeah.
as... Nope, I don't like it. Never mind.
Yep, sorry about that. I don't like him either. Everybody is distinctly unimpressed. Okay, we have 2 guesses so far. The sheer arrogance.
It's weird. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it really doesn't, though. I don't know what makes the head shape.
Guns, couple more guesses. So far for guesses we have Giganox, which I'm not sure if that's a serious guess, because I don't recognize them. What's a Giganox?
You haven't seen that monster before. It is from Monster Hunter Tri.
Okay.
It's a tapeworm looking, not a tapeworm,
Ew.
a flatworm shaped monster. It's like a cooler version of Kezu. If Kezu didn't suck 100% and only sucked like 75%, that's good enough.
Okay, so, and then we also have Jaggy, Balhazak, and Palamute. And this game came out a little bit after Rise.
I think, I guess I should put my guess down.
Yeah.
First monster you'd get. It's not a, we know it's not a Rathalos because we saw what that egg looks like. I guess maybe you can answer that question before I finish my guess. The eggs look the same if the species is the same. Is that true?
In general, yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say a whole lot on that regard. And we have another guess, Kuluyaku.
Oh, what we're fighting?
Yep. And then Cheryl guessed Great Jagras.
Okay. Here's my guess. I'm locking it in as final answer. If we're gonna get a first monster, if it's like a starter monster, what if it's a Renoplus?
Okay.
It's like a solid, hard-hitting dude, but not like a super monster.
Okay. So yes, they are giving me a hammer because slashing does not work on the rock.
I like that. I like that they are like teaching you, like here's a monster that has a different sort of defense. Here's how you protect it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just saw NoobTube's comment.
Yep.
The real monster was the friends we made along the way.
This is definitely one of those games I try not to overthink.
Yeah.
Because if I did, everything would sound awful, and that's kind of not my interest.
Yeah.
Real life can be grim and shitty enough. I don't want to make my games all feel that way too.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you there.
The comment, Kuluyaku, let me eat my kid. There are animals that do that.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
And it could be not his kid, but another Kiluyaku's kid, but yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Oh.
And yeah, there is part breaking in this game.
Awesome. So because you broke it... Oh, and you... Now, is this the same as knocking him out, or is that different?
So knocking them down means all of your attacks are criticals automatically.
Gotcha.
So kinship gauge, you get to ride your Monstie and then do kinship skills. Or you can do head-to-heads to power up your kinship meter, which makes your kinship skill more powerful once you use it.
Are kinship skills the, like, unique skills that, like, it shows a little animation with the monster?
You're about to find out.
Okay. Oh, you know, they kind of missed an opportunity here, didn't they? This should have been a clever girl meme. One Velocidrome comes up front, and then one just pops out of the bushes to the side.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorites is Narga's.
I don't think... I remember I was watching, when the game first came out, I was looking at clips of them. I don't know if I saw... Is Narga's the one where it shows a forest and you just see the eyes moving like a ninja through the trees?
And the slash 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 slash.
Yes. Yeah, okay. I have seen that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And then at the end, the eyes just glimmer even stronger for a second. And
yeah.
Yes, boom, headshot. I have seen the Brachydios kinship skill.
Yes, that's the Rocky meme, right? Isn't it like Brachydios is like training like on a mountaintop, learning how to be a better boxer or something? Is that the one?
I'm not familiar with the...
Oh, the Rocky movies? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I love how Ranmar was just looking at this feline like, food?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you, cat. As soon as your buddies aren't looking. There it is.
But yes, we got an egg out of this whole ordeal and having to deal with Naviro. Alright. The mumbling.
I dig it.
And
Rider
yes,
cards.
the prayer pot is in this game too.
The what?
Prayer pot.
Oh yeah. The melding.
No.
Do you have? Oh, go ahead.
For the like praying and oh hey, you get a bonus to this.
Oh, gotcha.
I do appreciate the chief, and the design they did.
Yeah, he looks pretty sweet.
My so favorite monster versus monster, huh?
Favorite.
Boom Headshot asked in chat, so what is your favorite monster versus monster? I'm not sure. Like, I never really thought about it.
どんなモンスターが誕生するのかしら。ウキウキワクワクだね。
Like a favorite like match, favorite fight.
Oh, favorite Monstie versus monster. Thing is, my favorite Monstie is also my favorite monster, Nargacuga. Also, this scene is awesome. Like,
I guess it's the beard, but he does give me like King of Hyrule, Breath of the Wild vibes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Boom Headshot. Yeah. What Osprey was saying. Yeah, favorite Monstie versus monster. Yeah, but for him it's the same. And for me, I haven't seen enough Monsties, so I don't know. What if he just like cracks it open like this is a ritual or whatever, but really he just like gets over there and just smashes it? And did they talk about what kinship stones are, or is that just kind of taken as a given that this is how we engage? Oh my god, it was a baby Kuliyaku!
Yep, also...
Did we really just kidnap this baby?
I mean,
we'll pretend it was another one. We saved it from cannibalism.
Yeah, and again, I don't think too much about it. So, should I nickname it something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl. A lot of the baby Monsties are super cute. Some of them look so much like some of them I like so much better in the baby form. Unfortunately, that only stays while the hatching is happening. So I don't know what to nickname this Kuliyaku.
What about Coolio Yaku?
Alright, fine.
Oh wait, Boom Headshot has a suggestion.
Off the menu. I'm too lazy to type more than 4 characters in, so...
Kuyu?
Yep. Or Kuya. I don't remember which last vowel I did. Such a baby.
So you said it only lasts for this cutscene and then it just grows bigger?
Mm-hmm. Getting nuzzled by a...
Yeah. I want to eat that fucking cat. If that cat's gonna be with him, I'll hang out with him.
Navi.
That's... I mean, comedic, but also a bit
ちょっと悔
grotesque.
しいけど、
Yo.
君たちの絆の力を見ちゃったから。
Yeah, hi, hello, yeah. Rita Repulsa. Now grow, my monster, grow! Sweet! So you get 2 monsters, Monsties starting out.
Yep. I adore
How-
the baby Kuruyaku. It's just so adorable, and then it's nuzzling my leg, and it's so cute.
And now it's up to your shoulder. You turn around for 1 second. They grow up so fast.
ランマルもお供になったことだし、次は何をしてもらおうかしら。
ちょうどよい。ライダーの関門台に巣ができたそうだ。
What should she have us do next? Fatalis.
懐かしいな。
Oh.
あそこはね、島のライダーが最初に行く場所なの。
Can you get Elder Dragons as Monsties?
A few of them, yeah. Kushala, I think, is one of them. I don't know the Elder Dragons super well, so like
Yeah.
I've seen them, but I don't know them off the top of my head.
That's fair. You've only fought 4 of them? 5 of them in the regular games? There's
Yeah.
Kushala, Teostra,
There was,
Valstrax. Yeah.
there was an ice one I
Chameleos.
thought that I think you can get as a monk.
Oh, nice. Kushala's a nice one. Or the one with the tail, the stabby tail.
The stab.
Nate knows. He'll say it. In world.
アイテムを組み合わせると別のアイテムに大変身。調合レシピをあげるからレシピ通りに素材を集めて回復薬を作ってみて。それとクエストボード前で教える
And
こと
the
も
main
あ
way
る
you
から
get more
次はそっちに
combine
集合。
recipes is through side quests.
Gotcha.
So,
Sweet.
Hmm?
So now it's like walking us through the village. Oh my god, that picture of a baby Velocidrome, that was pretty cute.
Yeah. Actually, what I'm gonna do real quick is step into my house. Oh, Velcana? That name sounds familiar, but I can't place the monster. So, I can change my armor pigment already.
Oh yeah, you also, I guess, can you equip the Rise armor since you have the Rise save file? Is that something, or that happens later in the game?
Oh, yeah. I can totally,
Oh, you got some sick layered armor. Is that from beating the game?
No, that's, that was pre-order stuff.
Gotcha.
So, Race Wing Armor Alpha and Beta. But it's kind of weird running around with that like early on in the game
Yeah, fair enough.
when I've barely fought anything intense. So, for now, just for old time's sake, I'll go ahead and run around with the
Your ninja armor.
yeah. Eventually I'll get access to somewhere where I can craft any armor I have as layered armor.
Yes. I know when we were playing Rise, that was an important feature to you.
Yelp.
That's essentially how I feel I have completed Rise, is I made the layered armor for Valstrax, and I was like, I'm not gonna bother fighting him anymore. We can call it done until something new comes out.
I'm gonna go get... Oh, I need to get a little bit further so I can actually have some money to get the weapons I want.
NoobTube, I'm assuming not, but I'm also assuming that's a joke on your part. Cheryl, since the last time we played, it's been going pretty well. We haven't done Waterdeep. Nate was on a trip, so we're going to be playing Waterdeep next weekend. But I have been playing the past couple of weeks. I feel like I've been playing a bunch of Rime of the Frost Maiden. We kind of went from every other week to 2 a week for a little while. That's not going to last much longer, but
Yeah.
it's been fun. Last time, I guess. Oh, you don't know. You had to duck out a little early, but the party invaded a Duragar Dark Dwarf fortress.
Ooh.
Really kicked a lot of ass.
What did we say was going on with Fire that, cause I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah. Vire was staying in town because while the party went out, they wanted someone to keep an eye out for Torg's caravan.
Okay.
So Vire's just kind of covering in town. Someone borrowed your mount, but they left you their celestial horse. So
I know exactly who
trade.
then.
yeah, I figured that would be fine.
Yeah. So the weapons I typically like to go with for Rise, just because of how the mechanics work, are gun lance.
Yeah.
And for this, it's typically less specific items needed to craft weapons.
Oh, I see. Just like the points value of that item.
From
Got it.
specific categories. So I'm gonna actually, and I try to keep a piercing, a blunt, and a slashing weapon on me because I have 3 slots.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
And then, so for blunt, I tend to go for hunting horn. And then slashing, I tend to go with sword and shield. So, gonna make those real quick. Oh,
I dig it, and I like the style. Yeah, the art style with the weapons looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I'll have to come back and do the horn because I don't have enough money. So I'll just put the hammer for my blunt for now.
Yeah. And then in terms of armor, you don't have armor pieces, you have armor sets.
Yep. It's just
Gotcha.
all one set.
Which works for you, because I remember when we were playing Rise, you are not a mix and match type of person.
Yeah, if I'm not careful, it can get a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
To try to keep
the kaleidoscope.
Yeah. Like, I just start overthinking everything if I combine them. Yeah, Cheryl, with D&D, this tomorrow I am running an epic, my first ever epic, and I am running it, and I think we have 20 players signed up now. Oh, wow.
So it's going to be pretty fun, I think. We had a planning meeting, I got 2 dungeon masters helping me, and then 2 other kind of assistants. So it'll be like 2 tables of 6 and a table of 7 or something like that. If everyone shows up. I'm assuming that like we had 20 people sign up and we'll have like 15 people show up, which will still be plenty because we can do like 3 teams of 5. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. And then if this goes well, I think I've inadvertently made it a goal that I'm going to run as a DM every bit of season 2 official content. because I'm playing the hardcover, and then I've done most of the modules, and there's 2 epics out right now, and I'm doing one of them, so I'll probably do the second one afterwards, as long as this one's not a disaster.
Detour.
Yeah, South Communicate.
Rare
monster. Oh, because it's gold.
Yep. So, Kuluyaku actually has the field ability, nest search. I can search, and it'll start showing nests up on the submap, and then like if I'm in a larger nest, it'll use that green indicator to tell me where the nest is, or where the actual eggs are.
Awesome.
So, Kuluyaku is great for finding eggs.
So do you like keep Kuluyaku with you at all times, like just as a backup to sniff something out?
Depends on what party I'm running and kind of what I'm wanting to do.
Gotcha.
I don't want that one. Nah. Rude. So, I've gotten to the point where I can recognize some of the eggs based on their pattern.
Yeah.
People have until I get back to town to guess, no looking it up, what egg I just got.
Okay. I'm looking at it and I am thinking it's brown with light striping. I'm thinking Baroth.
Okay.
My guess is Baroth.
So yes, Zynogar is in this game. It's gonna be a little further along.
While we're talking, I'm doing a little bit of the epic preparation.
Yep, all good. Cheryl's going with your guess. What was your guess again? Barioth?
No, not Baroth. The mud guy.
Right. I keep getting the names turned around. They really want me to mix some potions. Oh, and the donuts are how you use the quick heal. So like if you're just kind of running around and you just want to heal up a bit.
I dig that.
Okay, we have
Man after my own heart.
We have a couple more guesses. Gyratotus and Aptonoth.
Okay.
So these are still annoying in this one, because it's really hard to properly run into them to fight them. Let's see.
What are they called? Banabra?
Yeah. They're in Rise too. They're the annoying bugs that you have to get parts from occasionally. That's just like, why? Oh, right. So quick explanation. Well, I guess next time I fight one. Did you see how the sword icon, when I had the monster selected, had a X over it?
No.
Okay, I'll show you next time. We have another guess.
Yes. Yep.
Giaprey is the other guess.
Got it. I guess it would be Giadrome. He said only the drones get,
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird that all Monsties come from eggs, but I just kind of run with it because, again, it would have been a lot harder to make it work if, you just tried to do it as, literally grabbing unhatched Monsties.
yeah.
Or hatched
Yeah.
Monsties, like, doesn't
Yeah, they
quite
need that,
work.
like, impression, that first impression.
Yeah.
Nate says... So I think the conceit, Nate, is that there are no monsters are actual mammals. They're all whatever egg laying. Hi, hello, how are you today? Is guessing Fatalis. I'm betting that we don't get access to Fatalis this early in the game.
So, there is high rank and super rare in this game, which is when you're gonna come across like the Elder Dragons and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I will say that Fatalis is not accurate, but I'm guessing that was assumed.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool that high rank and super rare are a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited for when I get to have Nargacuga on my team again.
Yeah. How early in the game, like how many hours until
I'm trying to remember exactly when. It's somewhat early on, which I appreciated, because last game it was a while. And enraged monsters change up their attacks from the normal. I just don't remember what this particular one switches to, so I'm gonna use my kinship skill. Okay, so it tried to use a power attack, but my kinship skill actually interrupts that and keeps them from attacking this turn.
That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
I like that there's like it's not just improving stats, but there's what is your monster? I love that attack.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention if you pulled it off earlier, but Kuluyaku doing the egg grenade is brilliant.
I mean, this is my first major fight with Kuluyaku,
yeah.
So
yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, the showdowns are quick time events basically. So in this one I've just gotten to the point where neither of them, like none of them are really hard. The hardest one for me is the one where you have to twirl the right stick.
Gotcha.
And then double attack when you and your monster holy hand grenade, also prevents the opponent from attacking if you do a successful double. And you get more parts the higher your rank. And the golden light that came out when I was grabbing the egg earlier, that just means it has better genes.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna run around and harvest a couple of things real quick.
And there's a way to juice monsters for genes to pump up other monsters, right? Like
Kinda, yeah.
Pokemon Go.
So basically they word it as transferring power, and then the monster goes off back into the wild was how it was explained in the first one.
Live on a farm.
Lives out in the wild again.
Yeah.
Because it basically, from what I understand, brain, sorry. Something about the connection with the kinship stone.
So you are, when you're here, oh, shining light. So you got a good, what I'm assuming is a Velocidrome egg, because that's the only monster I know that's blue and orange.
Yeah. Is it the only blue and orange Monstie? And the colors don't always match the Monstie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Not 100%. At least I don't think so.
Is there a way to, so you've got your mini-map at the bottom, is there a way to look at like the large overworld map?
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, before I go hatch the eggs, I'm gonna go talk to this NPC.
So that's like where you are, that's like the town map, or is that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cheryl pointed out that Zamtrios is also blue and orange.
Is Zamtrios blue and orange? Maybe. I think of Zamtrios as being blue and white. Now I gotta look it up.
Some of the fin stuff is...
yeah. In fact, the first picture I clicked is a picture of Zamtrios from this game with a little mount on top of his head, a little saddle.
Yo. Alright, time to hatch these eggs. Oh, I have to go talk to the chief first. I forgot about that. I'm coming.
An herbivore egg.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're seeing it with a delay, because I'm already almost to the chief.
I see you're walking up to the chief right now.
Okay. It may just be the timing of when you say stuff then.
Yeah, my brain might be on a delay. That's real. That's a real possibility. I won't deny it.
I'm not gonna lie, Chief Gara is kind of the kind of guy I would be like, I would want you to be my grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, he seems really
kind
awesome.
but strong.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess strong but kind, yeah.
and the kind of person you want to be proud of you.
I'm wondering about his tattoos, because I guess I don't have tattoos. I don't know a lot about tattoos, but tattoos that like lighten your skin, I'm not that familiar with. So did they like? Is it a tattoo or is it like they sunbathe but with like strips of foil to get a certain pattern?
They never really talk about it.
Yeah, fair. Probably not the biggest storytelling priority in the game.
Yep. And here they're talking about turf wars a little bit.
Yep. Somewhere there's a guild hunter crying, "No, you can let them tear each other apart. It's 500 points."
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, at first it was a little weird trying to play the regular Monster Hunter with stories being my intro, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of, like, some of the hunters you run into in stories are kind of jerks, and I hate it.
Yeah. Well, but that's like, it's awesome to me that the writers at Capcom are willing to like make fun of themselves like that.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a joke in the fan community. We make that joke all the time. That like we're a bunch of bastards.
Yeah, like it's one of those things that I don't hate that they did that. I kind of hate that in-universe, you love to hate the villains sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was a little weird for me to try to be a hunter in the main games.
Yeah. Knowing.
Because, like, at one point in the first game, they actually, like, you have to help one of your Monsties get away from a bunch of hunters.
Oh.
'Cause they're like, this thing showed up, it's dangerous, and for a while they wouldn't even let you into the town because you were a rider. And they didn't want riders in the town.
Oh, that's interesting. I kind of want to go check out the first game at some point then. I'm curious what town. So you went from your place, your village where it was okay to have Monsties to some place that is like a guild town.
Yeah.
Like a place with the Hunters Guild.
You do shift towns in this game, kind of like I've heard some of the earlier games do.
Gotcha. Yeah. In 4 and Generations, that was a thing.
Oh, I had a question that you will be able to answer here soon.
Yes.
I'm waiting for them to introduce the thing that will... So are scout flies something previously introduced?
Yes, they are from Monster Hunter World.
Yep, we get to do some scout fly tracking. That was also what was following the wyverian in the opening cutscene.
Gotcha.
I figured it would become pretty apparent once you actually saw the scout flies in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I liked in World that wasn't in Rise.
So, Boom Headshot asked, why does Monster Hunter mess up cats so much? Buff cat, man cat, head cat, so goofy.
Buff cat? Oh, okay. So Buff cat is the chef in Monster Hunter World. And I think that character is great. It's like a bodybuilder feline. And he's always talking about getting gains and eating protein. And he's hilarious. Mancat is weird. If Mancat is the one you're referring to, Mancat is... It looks like a human in a feline mascot costume, and they are the chef in Generations. That's who I think of when I think of Man-Cat.
Oh,
Ooh, Kelby.
yeah, by the way, you don't have to beat them up in this one.
You can just snatch their horns. That's nice.
They just run off and leave a dropped item, and then you can pick it up from there.
Is there value in going in a cave that's not a gold cave?
Yeah, especially early on. Some people use it for
Just grinding levels or
gene hunting, that sort of
gene
thing.
hunt? Yeah. Gotcha.
I don't know what that small burp thing is.
It's like a little parrot.
Yeah.
Kinda, but hopping.
There's little animals like that that you can't do anything with.
That's interesting.
But yeah, you do some scouting stuff here and there at times. Like, this is not the only time you do the scout fly stuff. Which I thought was pretty cool. Because at first I was worried it was going to be one of those, oh, we just did this once for the gimmicky part, and then never use it again. But you actually use it a few times.
Gotcha. The cat's growing on me. And I don't love it, but he's... Now that I'm seeing an animation, he works a little better.
Yeah.
Jan Kutku. This monster was like the punching bag in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. It's a Generation 1 monster. It's an old one. But there was a certain quest that you could farm this guy for like good charms. So we beat up Jan Kut a lot. I might have killed like 200 or 300 of them hunted.
Cheryl asked if we are still in Chapter 1 in Rhyme. We are in... well, as far as the hardcover goes, we're in Chapter 2, but we have not been west of Pen Pals yet.
Yeah, so they've moved on to Chapter 2, but Cheryl, if you're familiar with the structure of the book, Chapter 1 and 2, the progression isn't time, it's kind of what quests they pick on. So the last time the group played, they were doing a Chapter 1 quest, which is fine because we've had 2 new people join the table. So one of them, she needs to kind of catch up in levels a little bit. Since we're playing Adventures League, I can't just give her levels to catch up to the party. So they were doing the quest you're probably thinking of, Unseen. That's what they were doing, which is a Chapter 1 quest. But they are also doing Chapter 2 stuff. So like the group is investigating or going to be investigating something that's northeast of Care, what's it called? Wherever you guys are. Not Care Dinneville, the other one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They're
investigating that stuff, which is Chapter 2.
Real quick,
Yes.
on a Monster Hunter Stories 2 note,
Yeah.
do you see that red line through the sword
Yes.
icon? So
Yeah.
that means that weapon is not very effective against that particular monster part.
If you know that is not very effective against that monster part, can you retarget your part?
If you can select multiple parts. Right now, I can't. Sometimes you
Okay.
can. So I
what
just swapped.
affects that?
Honestly, it's a matter of learning the monster.
Gotcha.
And that prompt will be there once you learn that in game by using that weapon type. That'll always be there when you fight that monster from then on. Like health, what weapons are effective against its parts and whatnot all become visible, like after you either use that type of weapon or after you, for the health, once you've beaten the monster once, you can see the health.
Gotcha. So you swapped your weapon, so you can't do it again this turn, right?
Right. But now that I've attacked, it's the end of the turn, so we're all good. But
Yeah.
it's effective, so why would I...
Yeah.
So to prevent my Monstie from losing a head-to-head, I'm just gonna have it use Stone Shield, because you take more damage if you lose a head-to-head.
What triggers head-to-heads again?
Both, targeting each other
Gotcha.
with something that can be a head-to-head. So, like, the icon next to shelling,
Yes.
indicates that it's a power attack. So I have
Yep.
one for each of those, and now those work for head-to-head. Some skills do not. Like, Guard doesn't work for a head-to-head, Wyvern's Fire doesn't.
Interesting. And you know this is lit up because the Yan Cuckoo is going to target you?
Yeah, that's what the line is.
The line means, yep.
Yep. So how Gun Lance works is you build up ammo, you use the ammo, and it fills up your kinship gauge.
I see.
Especially when you use it to win head-to-head.
Yeah, you're fucking down.
Yup.
Now, is that what the red X means? Is that Yan Cuckoo is down?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kuya is out here just like throwing rocks all over the place. There are not kinsects in this game. Hi, hello, how are you? And for swap and boom headshot for swapping the parts, it'll be a wheel similar to the fight wheel that will, when the parts are different parts are targetable, I'll be able to swap between those.
Gotcha. So yeah, Yan Cuckoo is a smallish monster, so it just doesn't have the targets.
Yeah. And it'll come more into play later. More monsters as you get further into the game will have that. I think some of it is they're trying to introduce things a little more slowly. Because they haven't introduced the parts thing yet.
Yep. Build up to it. Cheryl, that's not so my DM style is I simulate the world and let the party decide what they want to do in it. I mean, I don't want to say spoilers because he's right here, but there's the potential for the party to go right into chapter 3. I guess I can ask it a question this way. And I'll ask the party this next time we play. Do you all want me to like notify you out of character when there's something in the world that is like chapter 1 content, so you know like not to do it? Or do you want to just kind of let your characters go wherever they want to go, even if it's kind of lower tier content?
I think I'll somewhat defer to the rest of the party for that.
Yeah, I'll ask the table.
Some of it is I'll need an excuse for my character to ignore
Say no.
something. Yeah. Oh yes, they're introducing the retreat thing. So, this is how some people more reliably get specific monster eggs. Paintballs increase the chance by like 50%, I think it was. And then
Yeah.
each monster has a specific thing that if you do that, they're more likely to retreat as well.
Gotcha.
And that it should actually say in my might be in the Monsterpedia. Yeah, so for
Your monster decks.
Yeah, so the Monsterpedia, it has a retreat thing where it tells you what you can do to increase the retreat rate for the monster. So it'll go back to its den. You can go to the den and get some eggs. Well, an egg, because you can only grab one at a time.
I see.
So anyways, time for a Kuluyaku to run in and grab an egg.
So early on in the game, like you said, Nargacuga is not available yet. What Monstie are you looking for? Is there someone in particular that you're like, I want to get this Monstie on my team?
Not really. Most of the Monsties I like to run around with are kind of more later on, which makes the early game harder. And this egg I'm not going to have people guess because you only get the one for the den you followed it back to.
I see. So we know it's Kuluyaku.
Yep. Ah, yes, catavan stands.
Oh, what?
Catavan.
Oh, that's pretty cute. I like his little gloves.
So you're gonna love the scene for when they take you back, for when they help you get back to town. Because they're suggesting I use it to go back to town, so...
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. What are the dinosaurs called again? I actually forget. Loranoth?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Those were in Generations.
Comfortable. Alright. I don't know if you missed that, Cameron.
I dig it. No, I saw it. I like it. Is that, do they do this, like, is there karting in this game?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Then I love that they included it as just a method of transportation.
Yep. Alright, so let's hatch these eggs we got. So this is the one from the rare den.
Yeah.
And absolutely no one guessed Boldrome.
No one guessed Boldrome. It is, the colors are right, brown and tan.
Yep.
And you know what? If we're this early in the game, Boldrome made a lot more sense than Baroth. I love it though.
And
And Buldrome looks super cute. It looks basically the same, just small.
it look, and the tusks are a little more cute.
Stumpy.
Yeah. It looks so adorable as a baby.
Yeah. Little pig.
And yep, now it's all grown up. Alright, here's the one from Overlook.
Yep, we get our rare Velocidrome.
Yep.
The Velocidromes, like their stupid big heads. That's pretty adorable.
Alright. And then the Yeon Kutku.
Yep.
I am gonna add the Buldrum to my party. Because...
Oh my god, Jan Kutku is like 80% head
Yup.
when it's a baby. How does that thing... That thing can't walk.
So when you're putting together your team, it'll show what their tendency is.
Yes.
So like the Buldrum has the power one, and as you can see, power is the one I'm lacking. So I'm adding Buldrum to my party.
That makes sense. And you can have up to 5 Monsties, or does that 6 slot open up later on?
That's complicated.
Okay. Is it for like special story Monsties?
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
I should see if I can make any new armor, because I have yet to upgrade my armor to something better.
I realize now that my binder for Rime of the Frost Maiden might not be big enough by the time we're done with this adventure. And it's a 2-inch binder.
Fun times. I am gonna be playing Kev Chorus tomorrow.
Yes! Oh, do you want to tell everyone about him? Because we've talked about Vire before.
I think I briefly talked about him during Monster Hunter Rise, but Kev Chorus is a wizard. I'm planning on making him Order of Scribes. He is a half-elf who mentored under a half-orc wizard. And I actually need to figure out with Cameron how his master died. But after his master died, he went to go find out more about the his master's ancestors who used to live in, well, who lived in the region. So that's why he's over in kind of the 10 Towns area.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't figured out what got his master killed, but he had overheard this wizard giving lectures and whatnot, and asked enough questions and they hit it off, and so agreed to take him on as an apprentice. So yeah, I'm excited to check him out. I had a half-orc concept that was going to be a wildfire druid, but I didn't get like the name and stuff sorted, and I was tired after doing a 12-hour shift, so I just decided to go with Kev Chorus.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That is, like, we talked before about the drawbacks of Adventures League. One of the nice thing is it's a way to try out character concepts, like, quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The trade-off is, I think, the narrative side is a little unsatisfying, which we've mentioned before. But for players who want to mechanically try out an idea, like, you can get through them pretty quickly. Yeah,
I have to say I wouldn't mind doing my half-orc with a a less restricted
Yeah.
playthrough. But yeah, like
Yeah, this really reminds me of Moga Village from Monster Hunter Tri.
okay. Oh, I did have
It's not, but it looks a lot like it.
I did have a question about Adventure League. If my
Yes.
character knows the spell Find Familiar, am I allowed to have already summoned my familiar?
Yes.
Okay.
You for Kev Chorus,
Yeah.
you can spend downtime to cast spells. I don't know if you have any downtime yet if you just rolled a character. Find Familiar, does he know that normally, or is it a ritual for him?
It's a ritual for him. Well, I think he also knows it normally, but I was... I'll have to triple check. YouTube. NoobTube. You cannot get feline Monsties.
Oh, bummer.
With a recent update, they introduced Palmutes as Monsties.
Oh, neat. I
Yep.
think I saw something about that.
That was the first free update for Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Gotcha.
白いひげ、青い目、日に焼けた体。見た目はガラ様そっくりだけどな。
そうガラ様だったのよ。
まさか。
And yeah, this does lean a little more into the anime side of things.
Yes. There was, you were telling me there actually was an anime for the first game. Like, the first game came out and then they did like an anime adaptation of it.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of it because I couldn't stand the English voice acting. And it was... I didn't have access to the Japanese version.
Yeah. Yeah, we are a strictly subs not dubs channel.
気を引き締めて早速行くよ。
本当に怖いモンスターが出ないといいんだけどな。
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. There are enough phrases that I know in Japanese from taking Japanese in college that I know just enough Japanese to occasionally realize, like, wait, why did you translate that way?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the way to the Everden. I wasn't sure how long you wanted to stream today. I'm okay with going for a while. Like, I can play this game for ages.
I think we'll call it at 2 hours, so we'll go for another like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Because I need to hop off and take care of some other stuff. But I guess chat, it's up to you all. We normally stream for about 2 hours on Mondays, but if you, not today, but next Monday, if you want to go a little longer, let us know.
I should check my schedule and make sure I don't have to, like, do something at a specific time.
Yeah, yeah. Like, don't overcommit yourself.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember, because I joined another D&D game. But I'm trying to remember. The times. Oh, right. That's on Fridays, not Mondays. Don't mind me. I can keep my days and whatnot straight. Some of it is weird. I work Wednesdays through Sundays.
Yeah, so like today and tomorrow your weekends.
Yeah. And
which
I work
is probably
nights.
another reason we won't do Tuesday D&D for much longer, because if you're streaming on Mondays, I don't want to like lay claim to your entire fucking weekend.
I mean, it's relaxing hanging out with friends, so I'm pretty chill with that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I do work nights, which has been interesting. I definitely like working nights. Nights is really cool.
Yeah, you mentioned that you feel much more alert and awake at nights anyway.
Okay, it sounds like we have 3 out of 4 people saying 2 hours is good. So probably stick with 2 hours for this.
Yeah.
What I may do today is, after the Everden, even if we're not quite at 5:30, probably call it, because that's a good stopping point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if we find a good stopping point, I don't think there's any reason to, like, the same thing we did in Rise, right? If we kind of accomplish our goals for the night, it's okay to call it early.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've been seeing the dialogue, but Naviru is like, "Oh hey, something's wrong."
Yeah.
And
yeah, the monsters are.
everybody else is decidedly unconcerned.
Yeah, so is he a recurring character from the first game?
Yep.
But he's like the only one.
Kinda, yeah. I can't really say more right now, but
Gotcha.
He plays the same role in the first one that he does in this one.
Gotcha. Bull drum. So you haven't fought a bull drum in the mainline Monster Hunter games.
Yeah.
But they might. You have?
Yeah. He's in the Shrine Ruins as part of the... Oh, it may not have actually been a proper bull drum. It might have been the bull...
The little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bull Drome is bigger, and he is the single most annoying monster to fight because he's an original monster, like from the first gen games, and they've never updated his model or his animations. And when they first designed him, he didn't have any wind-up animations. He just kind of stands around, you beat up on him, and then he just charges out of nowhere and just stomps you. Yeah, not a fan of Bull Drum. He's not gross like Kazu is, but still don't like him.
I mean, that's not hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Kazu sets a low bar for good looking.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw Kazu, I was like, why did they make a dick dragon?
Yeah, why? Why did they do this?
Like, why? Why are, like, you can even see the veins on it, like, what the heck?
Yeah. No, it's yeah. Entirely phallic.
Alright. Navi is very, very worried at this point.
Yep. So something's coming out.
I feel with how overconfident Navi is, and I just call him Navi because it's easier.
Yeah, the fact that he's being cautious now is a very troubling sign.
Speaking of...
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Angie, it's been a long time, girl!
Also, I appreciate the phrase, son of a gun lance.
Yeah, son of a gun lance, that's great. So is Anjanath glowing just to represent its fire breathing, or is that something special with this Anjanath? Like its face?
There's something going on.
Got it. Fight it!
Okay, so here's the part wheel, by the way.
Ah, there it is. Neat. That's not good. Did it just wipe? Oh no. Okay. Little cutscene time.
Yep, basically.
I like how they animate blindness, but it's a little weird that it's a flash bomb and then it covers him in smoke.
Yeah. Also,
Nanto ka
yes,
nigete
noob
itta
too,
wa.
but surprises
Mo
are bad in
daijoubu.
Monster Hunter.
Anshin
I
shite.
agree.
なんだったんだよあれ。踊り狂うモンスターじゃなくて怒り狂ってたじゃないか。
落ち着いて聞いてね。あれはアンジャナフ。とても危険なモンスターよ。普段は人がいる
Okay,
場所に
so
なんて
this is
届かない
interesting.
これも異変と関係があるかもしれない。村のみんなにも急いで知らせないと。
そうと決まったら今すぐここを出るぞ。もう俺はこんなところギブアップだ。
And you're not good for mine,
ちょっと
Navi,
ナビル。
because you're
そっちは行
annoying.
き止まりよ。
Yeah, yeah.
俺様のナビに限ってそんなこと。ん？なあ、ライダーさん。
Is he gonna get snatched up by a flying? Oh, never mind.
宝箱？
インチキメラルーの言ってたことは本当だったんだな。
Oh,
王
treasure.
冠を取って退散しようぜ。
All you have to do is cross this seemingly empty field.
Might as well harvest a tiny bit while I'm here.
Yep.
Grab a bug.
Bones. A little bit of honey. Sweet. Ooh, egg.
I
Okay,
think
so
everybody
that's another
recognizes this
full
one.
grown- Yeah. Yep.
Oh, don't worry. The tall grass is not nearly tall enough. It's not the tall grass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, take the caravan, get dumped into town.
I like that, like in Monster Hunter games, like you have to be careful with the egg so it doesn't break. But if you take the catavan, like, yeah, they just chuck you. Fuck it.
So,
I guess the egg gets delivered separately somehow.
yeah, they don't really go into it. So, bottle caps become a huge thing.
In the apocalypse.
So you can exchange them for various things. Increased stable space, certain recipes. Later on, when you can actually start doing multiplayer dungeons, you can get certain tickets for that with bottle
Gotcha.
caps. So right now, there's not a lot I would get. I could get Azuros armor if I wanted to. Well, actually, I can't afford it just yet, but they'll have like weapons and stuff like that. So for now, I'm saving mine. But yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good stopping point for
Yeah,
today.
we met Anjanath. We kind of got our next. Is our next goal to hunt down Anjanath now so we can clear out, or is it still just to make our way up to see the Rathalos?
Oh, real quick before we stop then, let me talk to her so you can all see what
ライダーたちだ。
is next as far as requests.
なんだか妙な雰囲気。
Oh God.
何かあったのかもしれない。
Everything is awful.
一体どうしたの？
Yeah. There's monsters out there, guys. Yeah, we know.
Well, there's a difference between running around and running wild.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you know there's a monster in the forest? Yeah.
モンスターに毒液をかけられちまってな。
毒液。
俺たちは南の方でアンジャナフに遭遇したんだ。
アンジャナフだって。急いでガラ様に知らせなければ。
ええ。でもその前に村の安全が大事。私はこの子とその森へ向かうわ。
あのモンスターは危険だぞ。
わかってる。
Because certain monsters totally go down easily.
Yeah.
レドも
Yeah.
守りレウスもいないんだから、私たちが村を守らなくちゃ。さあ、調査に行く前に毒対策をしておかないと。毒は解毒草で治せるわ。雑貨屋で準備しておくように。
ライダーさん。
So if we're preparing against poisoning, let me think. That means maybe we're gonna fight. Which one is it? Eudrome poisons or Kukimuki poisons? Yan Garuga poisons? We got all sorts of options we're gonna fight next time we play.
Yep. So
I do like that you still have the quest board also, even if you're not like going out on distinct missions like in the original games. That's still a nice little nod.
There's also a new one. There's also trial quests, which in these particular cases, it's how quickly can you take down this monster or group of monsters. So you fight the monsters and then you get rewards based on how well you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first part, and I think we're gonna call it for tonight since it's 5:25. Don't want to leave y'all on a cliffhanger where I can't actually save. So yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all next time, and I hope you all have a good week.
Yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed this. Glad that Osprey is sharing the game with us, and we'll catch you all later.